jamming out to techno and just watching the market go up. I don't know what to do anymore. Now I know we all laughed, we cried with the diamond video, but am I right or am I wrong? Why not just own some of the diamonds? I've never witnessed a stock that goes up 92, 98% of the time. Now, you might be wondering, first of all, why am I wearing a Raiders sweatshirt when I'm a Jets fan? I like Raiders gear. And if the Jets aren't in the playoffs, which is never, I'll root for the Raiders. So basically, I love two of the shittiest franchises in the world. Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm growing the UVXY beard again. So either I get divorced or I'm going to have as much of a beard as I possibly can because we're going to play a little contest here. What's going to happen first? UVXY has 3 up days in a row, or the Dow Jones actually goes down 1.5%. What do you think is going to happen first? Or if either one of those things ever does happen. So as I'm explaining to the new guys in the room and the new guys in my pick service and the new guys that have been signing up for Glick's financial services and whatnot and joining the Glick Fund. And the Glick Fund, we're up, it's insanity. It really is. VRX, US Steel, Twitter, Alibaba, AMD, Mark, Triple D, Square, Q's Diamonds. And we sprinkled in a little HNNY we sprinkled in there, and some of these other low-price psychopathic stocks. How about RIG getting over 12 finally? Come on. What was my point? Oh, yeah. Buying and holding is working right now. And this is the type of environment where you're going to get yourself in trouble. Did I make this video already? Let me explain to you why you're going to get yourself in trouble. Because it's almost to the point where you have to say to yourself, if I'm buying or trading a stock on the long side, why should you take a loss? Because if you buy, let's say, any symbol right now, and it pulls back 30 cents, and you're a day trader, usually you're going to take your loss. Oh, the trade's not working out. Let me take my loss. And then 2 days later, that stock's going to be higher. So why trade long in a bull market? Because what's the point? I know you can make money if you bought X here and sold X there, you've made money. But, let's say you bought X this morning and it pulled back 50 cents on you and you sold it for a loss. Look where it is now. So I don't see the point of being aggressively enthusiastic about trading real stocks. Real stocks are meant to be owned. You want to trade, now's the time to be looking at these XNETs and get some. I don't know what stock this is. I bought it because the symbol is GSUM. Just like I bought Tron. And I appreciate you guys out there thinking that I'm some sort of cryptocurrency genius. It's not me. It's my guy. He knows everything. He told me about Tron, and I said, wait a second. There's a cryptocurrency called Tron? Get me some. And because I'm still new to the industry, I took it as, let me put the most money in the more stable one, which for me, I liked Ripple. So that was the one that I put $700 into. And then I had to own some Bitcoin because I needed to transfer the money around, apparently. So I bought a little Ripple, Bitcoin, the dog coin, and then the Tron was just, what? Yeah, put 50 bucks in the Tron. Meanwhile, 50 bucks? 50 bucks? Next thing you know, it's worth $5,000 about a month and a half later. Apparently it was up to $5,000 yesterday or the day before. I know it crashed back down 50% or whatever, but what the? That just puts everything in perspective. Screw the Dow Jones. You're making 100 times your money in some weird cryptocurrency because you're buying the name of the seriously, but that's why I bought Get Some. Get Some. CNET. You know why I traded CNET? Because CNET used to be a company back in 1999. That was exciting. CNET. You guys know CNET. Next thing you know, CNET's a new company. Mark. Kicking ass. I don't even exactly know what they do. Mark. But Get Some? How do you not own a stock called Get Some? Grid Some Holdings. The symbol's GSUM. Breaking 10 bucks. Get some. Get some. Get some. Get some. Get some. Get some. How do you not own a stock called Get Some? Right now, if there was a stock, if the symbol was Buy Me, B-U-M-Y, does that exist? I'd buy that. B-U-M-Y. B-U-Y-M? No, not a symbol. If it was, I'd be buying 1,000 shares right now. That's what this market's all about. Now I'm going to bring it all home and make the point. usually when the market is almost as irrational exuberance, I guess, as this. And again, I'm seeing some symbols that go by, so I got my train of thought keeps going by. If Best Buy could go from bankruptcy to $71.50 a share when nothing really's changed, seriously, do you go into Best Buy? I love me some Best Buy, but normally I'm going into Best Buy and I'm buying the product somewhere else online for 10% cheaper. Now Best Buy's starting to meet those prices, and I understand, but Best Buy? Really? Kodak? Really? Kodak invents some sort of Bitcoin thing. Next thing you know, that's going. Then you had CNET running. So CNIT, I got to think that the reason CNIT was running was because CNET was running, and people thought, wait a second, CNET, so they typed in the wrong symbol and bought it, and that stock starts to go up. So let me bring it home again. Let me bring it home. Does that mean that this market's ready for a pullback? Normally it would. But you're seeing a compilation of everything moving at the same time. Normally, the Dow and the Qs and the big boys would be lumbering around with the inability of breaking out, while the trashy wannabe loser stocks, and again, I'm calling them all loser stocks because I'm going to go ahead and say 90% of the stocks that we've been trading over the last 6 weeks will eventually roll over and die. CNIT, Kodak, CNET. I mean, look at some of these things. CHFS, the GCAP, the HMNY, the Netties, OTIC, the Riots. XNET actually has turned into a legitimate stock lately, which we've been trading pretty nicely. But take a look at some of these other moves. Look at this. Look at the Teva Pharmaceuticals, for God's sakes. They basically said, we suck. We don't have any money. None of our drugs work. We're going out of business. Oh, what's that? Oh, the stock's up 100% since that announcement. Yeah. And I'm not talking about a $2 stock going to $4. This was a Teva Pharmaceuticals going from $11 to $21 right now since they announced all that shitty stuff. And I know I'm just generalizing the story here. They probably didn't say that they suck that badly, but the stock's been on a downtrend for 2 years. And then when they say something really, really awful, that's when the stock goes up 100%. So that's the market we're in right now. Okay? U.S. Steel almost at 40. VRX back to 24. Alibaba taking the day off today. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because when Alibaba breaks 195, where's it going? 250, 300, 400, 500. Where's the market going? It's only going up. Because the only people that are selling right now are guys like me that need to pay for shit. I need to sell the diamonds so I can pay for something. You can't just look at the paper money. So every time I've sold diamonds so far in the last 18 months, we've gone higher. But what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to eat? I need to sell. So this market really is, everybody seems to be on the same page. Why sell if you're just going to have to buy the same crap back? Trade these little weird stocks, try to make some income, but never sell your real stocks. Like, who would be selling your Schlumberger right now or your rig? You just broke out. Who's getting out of U.S. Steel here at 39? I know. It's up 14 points. You feel like you should sell. But when it's at 50, then what? And 75 and 120. And then when the Dow's up another 20, 30% from here, which it's going to be, what, you don't think we're going to 30,000? Why? And then when we hit 30,000, why wouldn't we go to 40,000? The question you should be asking yourself right now is, why wouldn't we go up? It's not valuation, you see. It's the influx of a global demand for stocks. And there's nowhere else still to put your money. Real estate's doing all right, sure. I don't know what the story is with the bond market, but we're supposed to be afraid of the bond market. All I've heard about is the bond market. You know what else I've heard?
What about the outflows in the mutual funds, Kenny? What about the mutual funds and the institution? The smart money was said to be getting out of the market last May. What happened?
Remember sell in May and go away? How'd that do? No. It's buy in May and pray. That's the new saying. None of the old sayings work. And dare I say, wait, how much money are you up today? Oh. dare I say this time is different? Yeah, I'll say it. Because it already is different, has been different, continues to be different. And when I say different, this isn't 1999. We're not, sure, the Bitcoin, blockchains, biotech, psychopathic stocks, a lot of those will roll over and die. But that's not the market. The market's not going to roll over and die just because it's gone up for 8 straight years. When we do get a pullback, right, if we ever do, what's going to happen? Let's say the Dow goes down 600 points tomorrow. Is the bull market over? Absolutely not. It'll be bought, and then it'll take maybe a month or two, maybe 3 days to get back those 600 points. Everybody knows that. So that's why we don't even go down anymore. Because what's the point? It's just going to come back up, so why sell in the first place? So the only thing you can do is open up a day trading account, trade around your positions, and hold a core portfolio because we're never going down. And bull. So come hang out. Tomorrow's Friday. Hopefully we'll find a couple of options that go up 14,000%. And, I'll be able to sleep over the weekend knowing that I had Tron, a whopping $50, turn into $5,000 apparently at one point. I think it's worth about $2,200 right now, which is still insane.